Hey folks, Ryan Gunness here with MLM Recruit On Demand.com. Today's video, how to overcome the objection from a prospect that says to you, I am in the best business already. So if you're following the strategy that I teach to reach out to network marketers, sometimes when you talk to a network marketer and invite them to look at your business, they say, whoa, I am in the best business already. And how do you overcome that objection? Well, number one is I don't believe in fighting with the prospect or bumping heads. If they initially say, whoa, I'm in the best business already, I don't believe you should try to overcome that. If they're bringing that up very, very early, that's their belief, that's where they're at. Okay, and and you don't know enough about them to even be qualified to tell them that they're not, or to try to fight that conversation. So don't try to overcome it in the way that you might think that you should try to, become a closer or try to overcome that objection. What I say is, the goal is to connect with people, build some relationship. And what I've found is a lot of times after you connect with somebody, you build a little bit of relationship. If there's any concerns going on in their life and their business, then they're a little bit more comfortable to share that. But if you have no relationship with somebody, the odds are they're not going to want to share with you their struggles or their frustrations. So instead of trying to overcome that, I say try to connect with that person, see how you can help them. So they're basically telling you, hey, I'm focused on my business, so why not interject something that might be a tool or a resource to help them with their business. Okay, and I cover that in the MLM Recruit On Demand script, but I'm going to show you here on a call that I just received. So here's the voicemail. I got a voicemail from this guy, and I'll let you hear a little bit of the voicemail.
Hey Ryan, this is Eric Hall. You just left me a voicemail. You came across my site, but give me a call back, 214-293.
Okay, so you left me a message right there. He got a voicemail from me saying that I came across one of his sites. He said, hey Ryan, got your message. You came across one of my sites. What can I do for you? So he left me a voicemail. I called him back, and here's the call here. Eric?
Yeah, this is Eric.
It's Ryan Gunness.
How are you, sir? Let me get a quiet spot now.
So I'll pause right here. So he got my call. He said, hey, let me get to a quiet spot. So one of the cool things about how this is set up is that a lot of times when you do connect with people, they're very attentive. They're trying to listen to you. They're trying to find out what's the scenario, because the voicemail that I came across one of your sites, got a quick question, creates a lot of curiosity. They don't know if you are a potential prospect for them or not. So it really does set up a good situation where someone can at least pay attention to the invitation. So let me continue here. So that's him.
Yeah, kind of loud where I'm at. Give me 1 second.
No problem. He's trying to get to a good spot here. I'll speed up a little bit here. So did I catch you back at a good time?
No, this is a good. That's why I always tell people to text, because sometimes I'm in a place that's loud, so I need to walk to get to a quiet spot.
Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah. So the reason why I was calling you, I'm down in Florida, Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Okay.
I'm looking to expand one of my businesses. I'm in the network marketing industry.
Mm-hmm.
So reaching out to some networkers, I believe that you've been in the industry in the past, and just kind of wanted to connect and see if you might be open to taking a look at any good opportunities.
Well, I'm in the industry, and currently I feel like I have the best opportunity on the planet.
Cool, that's good. What company are you with?
I'm with 5 Links.
5 Links, cool, awesome, okay. Good. How long you been with them?
I've been with them since 2011.
Since 2011. Okay, good. So yeah, you're pushing on, what's that, 4 or 5 years now. That's great, man. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, certainly not trying to distract. I think it's important to stay focused. Yeah, I mean, if you want, I can send you a link to a system that I use that connects people like me and you to other network marketers.
All right.
Same way I found you, so you'll see how I found you. And then if that makes sense, you could use that to stay focused on 5 links.
Okay, absolutely.
You want me to text it or email it?
Yeah, I'm going to text you my email address right now.
Okay. All right, cool. And that's pretty much the call right there. So instead of trying to say, oh, let me pick apart the person's company, rather than do that, go for building a relation, go for a connection point with that person. So he says, hey, I believe I'm the best business in the planet. Who am I to say, no, you're not, and I don't know. And it might be the best business for him, so rather than do that, I say, hey, cool, what company are you with? The person tells you what company you're with. Cool, how long you've been with them? So just a little small chit chat, okay? And they'll tell you a lot of times, if they're with he's excited about what he's involved with, he's excited to talk about it, so he tells you, I say, hey, cool, hey, I'm not trying to distract you. I think it's important to stay focused, which is the truth. I think it's important to stay focused. Okay, so, what I could do is send you a little link to a system that I use. This is how I found you. Maybe it could be a resource for you. And a lot of times people say, sure, why not? Okay, that's a very, very easy transition. Okay, and what that does is it creates an opportunity that we can talk again in the future. Because as they look at the MLM Recruit On Demand system, sometimes they have some questions. Where do I find my leads? They want to hear your personal feedback, etc., etc. And that creates an opportunity to connect with that person again in the future, which creates an opportunity to build a little bit of relationship, break the ice. You're no longer a stranger. And as you get closer to that person, you can always go back and say, hey, my company is running a little promotion. You can get, you can try out some of the products that we have. If you're let's say in health, you could say it. We got some products that you can lose some weight if that's what you're looking to do. Get more energy, whatever benefits your product or service have. You can go back and say, hey, I don't know if you want to try it out and just see, give me your feedback. You could do that, or there may be opportunities. Or we get lots of members telling us that they have recruited many people later on from this type of a scenario. After the person shared, man, I've been really struggling, with the business. It's not going as good as I thought it would go, and a lot of times they're looking for help. They're looking for support. They are struggling with the main thing that people struggle with, which is finding people to talk to, being able to, get eyeballs on their presentation and be able to, take advantage of the recruiting process. And people struggle with that. So if you have a system to do that, and you have a personal experience of doing that, you are light years ahead of the average network marketer, and that makes you very, very attractive. Okay, so that's how you handle that objection. Now, and I'll touch on the other part. If you try to beat the person up about their business and say, oh, have you looked at this comp plan, and you see this, and you start trying to pick on, even if you know of their company very well and you know how to beat that plan up, even if you do that, I don't think that's the place for it right now. Okay, maybe down in the later on, as you connect with that person further and they bring up some concerns, then you could say, hey, this is what I've discovered, and and you can share some of your wisdom, if you know their company and you know some of the pitfalls. All right, but this is not the place for it on the first call here. All right, so when you want to connect with that person. So hope that makes sense. Ryan Gunness signing out. Catch you in another video. Ciao.